Apple announced new iPads. Kind of. Sort of. You know, I don't even think they really care about these. I'll tell you why right after this.
This is, you listening to Travis.
What up, players? Welcome back. And for all you new people, welcome. My name is Travis and I do tech videos every single week and have a blast doing them. If that sounds like fun to you, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Anything I talk about will be in the description below. But for now, let's just get into the video. So this morning, Apple released with very little fanfare 2 new products. New-ish. They're refreshes of existing products, the iPad mini and the iPad Air. To give you a quick overview, these are just basically the exact same pieces of hardware, the iPad Air now with the A12 chip, which is the same chip that is in the iPhone XS Max, XS, and XR, but not the same one that's in the current iPad Pro. And the same thing with the iPad mini, one of the most powerful iPad minis ever. Typically with iPad minis, they give them previous processors, so it's actually really exciting that they're giving them a more recent processor. They've also added the ability to use the keyboard and the pencil, but the old pencil. You know, the one that you can make into a weapon. And I've always been a huge fan of iPads. I actually use my iPad Pro to edit all my videos. I've always had an iPad. I love them. I think they're fantastic tablets. And I used to actually have the iPad mini, the mini 1, mini 2. Didn't get the mini 3. And I'll tell you, I love that size. But Apple didn't even put on a press conference for this. As a matter of fact, they actually have a conference coming up where they're going to talk about something and didn't use that opportunity to tell you about the iPads. Now, this says a lot of things. Number one, it means they want to get it out of the way so people aren't asking that question during the press conference that they're going to have that's basically going to tell you all about, well, the streaming service they're going to have. And that's going to be great, and I'll cover that as well. But it's interesting that they still didn't use the time for that for the new products. Like, they basically just sent out an email. And this is kind of weird because they've actually refreshed the iPad mini for the first time in multiple years. And the new iPad Air is actually really phenomenal now. It's got the pencil support and it's got a nice screen. The iPad of last year had the non-bonded screen, so it didn't quite look as nice. But this one's actually legit, and it's thin, and it's almost like an iPad Pro, the original 10.5-inch iPad Pro. It's got more processing power. It's got the pencil support, the keyboard support, but it doesn't have the 120 megahertz screen. Let me tell you something, if you've ever seen that, that's the groundbreaking thing. And to be honest, I can't wait for that to hit phones. And yes, there's like 1 or 2 phones out there that have it, but like, I'm talking about real phones. So why didn't Apple make a much bigger deal about this? I mean, for me, it's kind of exciting, and for Apple fans, it's kind of exciting. But I guess for the general public, they just think it's not a big deal anymore. They're gonna sell what they're gonna sell, the iPads, and putting them in front of everyone, it's not gonna make a huge difference one way or the other. People are just gonna order the newest iPad if they need one, and it's kind of hard to tell someone that they need to buy a tablet when their phone does so much. And a lot of people nowadays are just doing most of their stuff at home when they're using their internet anyway, on their phone, or if they have like a Roku or something to watch TV. A lot of people don't use tablets anymore. Now I do. I think it's silly if you don't. Like, if you're opening up a laptop when you could be using a tablet, I think you're living your life wrong. Regardless, this is kind of a weird step for Apple. I don't know that I agree with it. They could have put on like at least a live stream or something. It comes off as flippant. It almost is like they either think you're gonna buy this anyway, or they just don't care. And with all the craziness that's been going around with Apple this year, I think this is a bad move. They should have put a lot more thought into this and done a lot more marketing. And listen, I don't know if these things are gonna sell very well or not. I think they're great pieces of hardware. But if Apple doesn't care enough to be excited about it, I doubt you should be either. If this video helped you out in any way, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. And if it didn't, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I'm here every single week, having a blast. Hope to see you again real soon. Peace and love, peace and love. And now to edit with my iPad.